I welcome you in this tutorial. In this video tutorial, I'm going to teach you how you can design something like this. Very simple. Alright, so this is just what we are going to design. This is for those who are in YouTube. Maybe somebody want to start YouTube channel and the person needs something like this, maybe a logo or just a kind of design for him, for his YouTube profile. You can do something like this for him, and this is very nice. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how you can design something very similar to this, something that is like this. I'm going to show you the steps, everything. Alright, so this is very easy and you will get it. Alright, but before we continue with this video, if you are new to my channel or you are watching my video for the first time, just hit on the subscription button and turn on the notification bell so that anytime we drop new video you will get notification. Alright, so make sure you give this video a thumbs up after watching. Thank you. Alright, so let's start. The first thing we're going to do now is we are going to make use of shapes and letter. Alright, so first thing we're going to do, I don't know, for those who are still new to PixelLab, here's for text, and here's for shape, here's for your background, and here's for effects. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is to go to shape. I want us to import a shape. So when you go to shape, you click on it, you're going to see shapes. Alright, so you have to click on shapes. Then this time around we're going to use make use of circle. Alright, so you're going to click on this drop down icon so that you can select the shape you want, and here's the shape we are going to make use of. You click on this, then if you scroll up you will see where you will see color. Alright, we are going to select black color for this. Alright, so let us increase something like this, and then we are going to give it a position which is going to be a relative position, so it will be at the center, and we are going to click on these two, this and this one. Alright, so it will be vertically and horizontally aligned. Alright, so then the next thing we're going to do is to lock it, and here's where we lock. But before then, let us copy the shape. If you click on copy, you have to click on copy, so I copy the shape. Then we are going to lock the first one by clicking here so it won't move. If you click there, then you are going to click on this key icon. Alright, and this one is the one we are going to lock, not this. Alright, so you click on it, then you have locked it, then you have to click here to go back. Alright, now this one that we just copied, we are going to give it a color which is going to be a white color. Alright, give it a white color, then you have to reduce. Here's where you can use to reduce. Alright, here's general reducing, here's for height, and here's for your width. Alright, so let's reduce to get something like this. Yeah, I think this is okay. Then you have to give this one in a relative position also. Just come to relative position, then you have to click on the two again so it will be vertically and horizontally aligned. Alright, and this is cool now. Then we are going to copy the same shape again. This is very simple, so it will be easy for you. Then go to color, you have to give it a black color again. Give it a black color. Then you are going to reduce the size of this one very small. I think this is okay. Then I'm going to use relative positioning again this time around. The two, make sure you click on the two, this and this. Alright, then the next thing we're going to do now is the right up. You come to text, which is this place, then you're going to click on this plus sign, so you enter your text, then you click on edit. Alright, so you can write the person's name, but for sample let me just write my own graphics. Now we have to select fonts for this. Alright, so let me just select a font that I want for this design. Alright, so here's the font I want to make use of, and I would like to give it in a button style. Alright, it's okay like this. Then the next thing we're going to do is this place said curve. Alright, click on it, so I will make the text to curve. Then you have to move on positive side. You have to move on the positive side. Keep it like this. Okay, I think we have gotten something nice. But before we continue, let us lock these circles that we have. Let's lock them before. Alright, so they won't be moving. Alright, so I think this is okay. Let me increase the spacing between those letters. I need to increase the spacing. Just click on spacing. then increase it. I would like it to be at level 10. It's okay like this. Then I need to reduce the size of this text by just coming to size, click on size. All right, let me reduce the size. It's okay like this. Then let's go to curve again. Let's go to curve so that we obtain something very okay. Then after doing this, let's go to relative position so that we align it. This one is going to be horizontally. Alright, so the one you're going to click this time around is only this one, and it's okay now. Then the next thing we're going to do from our design is this. You're going to go to shapes again. Then this time around you're going to increase the radius, and I hope you can see what I'm doing here, the radius. Alright, so let's reduce to then something like this. So obtain something. I think this is okay. Then we have to keep it on relative position. Use relative position D2. Alright, then we need to go back to shapes again. Then click on this drop icon so I will select a shape which is going to be this triangle. Alright, so you scroll up, then you're going to add a black color, sorry, then you rotate. Hope you are seeing what I'm using to rotate this. You rotate like this, then you reduce the size. Alright, then let's use relative position so it will be easy for us. Then we are going to use position this time around. We need to move it forward a little bit using this. Alright, so just click one is enough. I think this is okay now. Then the next thing is go to text again. We are going to add a text which is going to be YouTube. Then we are going to select another font for this. The first font that I used for this graphics was a font that I have downloaded in my PixelLab. Alright, but we're going to use a default the one that PixelLab have given us, which is this. Alright, so this is the font I'm going to use for this YouTube. Then we are going to increase. Alright, then we are going to use position, relative position. Alright, so click on relative position, and we are going to click on this one only. Alright, I think this is cool. And then we are going to merge all the whole thing by clicking here. Let's see how it will go. Then we are going to click here. Here's the next thing to do. Then you are going to check mark all of them. Alright, then after doing this, the next thing is to click here so that we merge. Then click OK. So merging just means to make them one. Sorry, I even merged the shape we are using, I mean the sample, so I need to go back. Just click on this. If you have any mistake, just click on it, then it will go back. So we are not going to click on this one because it's our sample. Alright, yes, then we'll click this place. Alright, so you can see now it's now one shape. Then come to erase color. You have to be in shape. Then you come to erase color because this is a shape. Then on the button, then this place that says tolerance, you have to increase the tolerance. Alright, increase it to maximum, which is 70. Alright, so now the next thing is that we are going to import another new shape. Just click on shapes. Then we are going to make it to be a black color. This is because we are going to add texture to this our design. So we are going to make it to this black shape to be at any black place in this main design. This is our main design. Alright, so we have to place it. Let me just place my own in this place, and I hope you can see what I'm doing. So reduce it. Even if it is too small like this, it's okay. Even if it is big, but make sure it will be at the black area of this our main design. When it is like this, then just go to this place again where you merged and merge it again, so that when we apply texture to it, it will be okay. It won't be scattered. Alright, that's why you are doing this. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do now is to apply the texture by coming to texture, and I hope you see what I clicked on. Texture, click on it. You can download this texture on your Pinterest app. Just search for golden texture on your Pinterest app and you will have access to this. Alright, I'm going to crop mine to something like this. Alright, it's okay. Then go back to the same texture again. You have to on this button down here, this button, on it. Alright, so it will maintain its ratio. This is cool now. Then the next thing you're going to do is go to 3D shape. We have to go to 3D shape button. Then the next thing is that we have to reduce the depth to something like 8. Then this darken, you have to increase the darken to something 40 or 50. Alright, so it's okay like this. Let's leave it for something. Alright, now you have to rotate this X rotation, rotate it like this. Then this Y rotation also, you're going to rotate it to something like this. And then this Z rotation, you have to rotate it again in the negative part. Alright, this one should be in the negative way. Alright, this is okay now, I think. And this should be like this. Alright, you might not get this correctly, but just try, you will get something very okay. Right? Alright, then I think we should reduce this size small. If you notice the thing is scattering, this is because of this button down here, but we don't need to off it. Don't off it. Alright, then I think we are okay like this. Then the next thing we're going to do is we are going to go to this emboss down here, the last feature in this shape. Just on it, then scroll down to this place that is bevel. Reduce the bevel level. Alright, reduce it to something like 8. I think we'll be okay. Then you have to increase this ambient light and decrease this one. I think we're getting what we want. Right, this is the level. This specular hardness should be 45, bevel should be 8, ambient light should be 100, the intensity could be 69 or 70. Let's just make it to be 70. I think we are almost done with our design. Then the next thing we're going to do is just to give it a background. So you go down here where you select your background, and the background is also going to be this golden texture you used for your this golden texture you used for your design. Alright, so just go to gallery, then just select it, then crop so that we get something like square. I want something like square. Alright, something like this is okay. Alright, so you can see how our design is. Then the next thing is that we are going to apply shadow to this. Let's apply shadow on it, then increase the blur radius. Then this offset X, you have to reduce it so it will be in the negative side of it, something like minus, then it will be okay. Then this Y offset, you have to reduce it also, so something like this. Yes, I think it's okay like this now. I think this is okay now. Alright, this is nice. This is nice. Alright, so we are done with our design. Alright, so the next thing you can do now is just to save your work by clicking here. Alright, thank you for staying to the end of this video. If this video was helpful to you, please make sure you like this video. If you have not subscribed, subscribe to get more tutorial video on graphic design. I will see you in the next video.